All right, time to check into the box office review. This weekend, film critic Stephanie Cooke saw Titanic in 3D.
Ooh. I heard it's a pretty good movie.
You love Titanic.
I do love Titanic, and let me just add, not only did I see it, I took my son on his birthday with his girlfriend to see it.
Date night?
I didn't sit near them.
Date night with mom.
But I
Worst
just
date
wanted to
ever.
run over there every time because he's never seen it, and she has. She's a fan. We bonded.
Very nice.
But he's never seen it, and he's heard me say so many things, lines from the film over time, and I just wanted to run over and go, this is...
Were you singing too?
I did at the end, but only at the end. Okay, so James Cameron's epic blockbuster Titanic sailed back into theaters, this time in 3D, to mark the 100th anniversary of the sinking of the unsinkable ship. The very release reminds us just how big Titanic was when it was first released. A record 14 Oscar nominations, a record 11 wins, including Best Picture and Director for Cameron. No wins, though, for actors or actresses in the film. Okay, so if you don't know the story of Titanic, the movie, is one for the ages, a love story like no other. It's also the story of elegance, opulence, arrogance, and the eliteness that would soon fall by the wayside with the Depression. The film actually tells two main stories. First, there's the modern-day salvage crew led by Brock Lovett, played by Bill Paxton, on a quest to the depths of the ocean where Titanic finally came to rest in 1912. The crew is on a mission to find a suspected giant diamond that was carried aboard by one of its passengers. The other story ties together with the diamond. It's Kate Winslet, she was nominated, plays Rose, engaged to wealthy Cal, and he was played by Billy Zane. But in her own mind, she knows what's right, and that is she doesn't love him. Desperate and wanting to take her own life at the beginning of the film, she's saved by Jack Dawson, played by a very young baby, 21-year-old Leo DiCaprio, who was not nominated. So Jack's story is as interesting as the Titanic itself, winning his tickets aboard the fateful ship and a hand of poker near minutes before she set sail. It isn't long before the two, Kate Winslet, Leo DiCaprio, Jack and Rose, fall in love, and this is a moment that will live forever in movie history.
Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes closed. Do you trust me?
I trust you.
All right. Open your eyes.
I'm flying! Jack!
Oh my gosh, is your heart not melting?
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty good date.
And that big question of trust. It's amazing.
Pretty good date.
It is. Well, while Jack and Rose are falling in love, Cal is desperate to make sure that she knows that she does belong to him and that he will stop at no cost to make her his own. Meanwhile, on the modern-day surface, Rose has been found and flown to the salvage vessel, the crew believing she may help them find that diamond on the Titanic. Instead, what the crew really finds is that Rose, at the age of 112, is what the real story of the Titanic is. The heart of her lay with the people who lived and died on her. Old Rose, played by Oscar-nominated Gloria Stewart, tells not only of how Rose and Jack's love affair unfolded, but also of her harrowing account, her perspective of the events leading up to the sinking. It's amazing, really. Throughout the hours trying to find a way off the ship, Jack and Rose clung to each other, they helped each other, they fought for each other, never let each other go, and when it was time for the ship to go down, even today, it's still one of the most dramatic scenes ever put to film. The story of Titanic still resonates with the audience, but let's talk about the 3D. There are times when you could take the glasses off and not even know it was in 3D, and other times you have to have them on just to marvel at how close you are to the action and how real it becomes. Some of the things that amazed me in 3D, the scenes between Jack and Rose that were so close, you feel so intimate, like the parlor scene where Jack draws her with the diamond. Oh my gosh, they just seem like you could literally touch them. They're far more real in 3D than they were in the beginning. My problem always, though, with 3D is the loss of brightness. I miss it so much, the vibrancy of the film, especially in that scene where the flying scene that everybody knows about. It's just not as bright, and I miss that. But that's me. But despite the thinness in the dialogue, my only major complaint with this movie ever, you have to see it. If you've never seen it, it's well worth the price of admission to see it in 3D. And just to see it on the big screen again is just amazing.
Big difference in 3D and regular?
I mean, it's not a ton of it. I mean, there are a lot of scenes that are still 2D, but it wasn't made for 3D.
A good movie
Check it
is a good
out.
movie,
Yes,
regardless.
Yes, absolutely, and well worth seeing.
All right.
Especially if you haven't.
5 cookies.
5 cookies, of course.
7.5
5
cookies.
cookies. It's always gotten 5. Really quick, Ariane, show why Kate Winslet was nominated.
She was nominated for this scene right here. Jack! 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 Blowing the whistle.
That was one.
All
Blowing the
right.
whistle.
Thank you. Thank
Well
you.
done.
Very nice there,
Well
yes.
done. 1 cookie.
All right.